Greetings and welcome to Dyson Sphere Program. I'm Dgray and today we continue our let's play of this awesome game. Just having a nice overview of our small carrier rockets production, which is lacking a bit of materials. But yeah, that is what we're working on in today's episode. So everything's looking good. We're expanding out quite massively. That does mean that our base is struggling quite a bit to keep up and shows us where all of our pain points are at the moment. And one of them, not very unsurprisingly, is starting to be deuterium, which comes from hydrogen, which is, yeah, we're not producing enough anymore. We only have a few collectors on, what's it called, on the planet next to us. So what I've planned in today's episode is, one, we'll have to get a new power supply up and running since the orbital collectors requires charged accumulators. So we'll be playing with energy exchangers today and setting some up on a different planet to charge our accumulators. We'll also charge them here, but this is the planet where we need the most energy going forward. So rather not charge them here. So right now we can't really make that many. Unfortunately, I haven't set up a bus for them yet, but maybe we could just set that up so we have it saved for the future. And as with many of our bus items, the main bus system, we might do it a bit closer to the pole since there's less room up here and it might be a good place to do it. So let's see, is there any way of getting this into even more compact cells? It seems this might be one that runs all the way through as well. So what if we just take a few solar panels here? I just want to see how it looks and how much space we have. And yeah, if we have enough room just to set up a bit of production in terms of or yeah, just different small things that we need to hook back in. The one we made before is working, but now I want to add them all to interplanetary logistics stations. So if we are somewhere in a different solar system, things will just kind of get moved there. I think that'll be the best. Then we'll take it from over here. Let's see. So you can go this way. And it seems we might have a nice little spot for it here. Then we'll figure out if we need how many we need for it to build. Because we needed to go back in again. But since we have infinite room, since it is a universe, we might just do that instead. So let's just landfill this in. We're running a bit out of soil, so we might have to go and grab some of that at some point in the near future. And then we have to set up one of these in here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to use. 2, 4, 5. So somewhere in the middle will be quite good. 1, 2, 3. It has to start in here if we follow the same building format as we have so far. And let's set it up. Let's try right here. I know we are wasting a bit of space here, but that's so we can use the one on that side, if we decide to do that. But yeah, that is still up for debate, and we'll see what we'll do. So firstly, what we want to make here is pretty much our energy exchangers. They are not the hardest thing to make. 4 inputs, 1 output, and that is good enough. Then we'll have the space warpers running behind. But for now at least, that'll be good. Let's just get these trees away. There we are. So to get 4 inputs, we'll have to do the design a bit different. I still want to have just use these. Still want to have one central one where it runs. But then we'll have 2 lines in here that we can actually get here going out. Might be overkill with 2, but I want to try it and see how it looks. To here. So now both sides can reach that and input on both sides here. So in case we need to expand this out quite heavily, it will be quite easy to do. Then let's get some assemblers down. 1 here and 1 here. I'm just checking if we have enough room for belts over here, because that is what I'm hoping. you'll have the other 2 items we need. 1, 2. And we do have room for the 3rd one as well. That's perfect. So something like this will be our current design. And that will do for anything that requires more than 3 items. Could in theory always do this, just to have more builds in, so we actually have 9 builds to take from. And then we can expand out even further than we did before. Just because input is normally the thing that's slowing us down. So let's see. What I want to make here is a building, and I want to make energy exchanges. Right now I'll just use this entire space for this one, and that'll be fine. Copy, paste, and that looks quite good. So if we do the same on the outside, we do have 1 build left over here that we don't necessarily need. But 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I want to get, what is the crafting speed? 15 seconds, doesn't really matter too much. Well, let's just line up the items we need. Firstly, we want these to go out to the system. Storing 1,000 is a lot. Should we get that many? Yeah, rather, let's store 100 for now. I might not want to output them to the system anyway, so we'll just go back here and pick them up. Then the items we need. Let's see, beams, steel, processors, there we are, and particle container. That's the 2,000 of each. It is a bit overkill doing that much, but let's do 1,000. There's no need to have more than that. The rest is just kind of wasted sitting here. Let's do 500 of you. You need way less than the other one, so I think that'll be fine. So now to figure out how to do this. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we need 4 inputs. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you do it the correct way, we could in theory skip the outer line and just do 4. If we take you away, we'll save you for later. Then we'll have, yeah, we'll just pretty much just do 1, 2, 3, 4. So doesn't matter the way we do it. So if we do 1, 2, then we'll do 3, 4. We don't need that much throughput in here, so we can have 2 taken from 1 line. That'll be fine. Steel and beams. That should be good enough for what we want to make here. So the way this will hook up is pretty much as simple as this. You will output to the middle, like this. Then you'll grab from, we'll probably need the faster ones. You'll grab from here and here. Ooh, do we have room for one of these? Ah, yeah, that is the issue. So we have to do it on the outside. We can't just do 3 in here. That actually is a good point. So we'll have to dismantle this a small amount. Only going with 2 in here instead. Yeah, so we'll have to do that. That is, sorry guys, I'll just have to change this around a bit to actually have room for what I need to do. So I think this will be enough. So we only have 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Let's just test the middle that we can actually hook it up the way I want. So we'll have inputs, and we'll have outputs, output. So that seems to work. We output to this line. Let's get the correct colors. That was wrong. Let's see, there we are. And I want you to output to that one. That inputs, and that outputs, and that outputs. So that should be fine. Then we did need the 3 lines we were doing here. But luckily we did have room for it, so it's not that big of a deal. Let's do the 3rd one. There we are. So don't mess too much with the signs, or else you might get into a bit of trouble. But I wonder what to do with one that has 5 inputs then. That we'll figure out when we get to it. But for now, at least this will work with 4. So let's see, that means we'll input everything over here. We have the paths go down the middle. And then we'll have the last one over here. That will be our processing units. Here, and that will grab water feed, so it needs to be maximum blue out here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. I know we'll have a bit stored here, but let's just do this. I want to double this for now. Oh, the curvature of Earth is actually starting to be an issue with how this looks. Oh well, that is fine. That is fine. Should still be easy enough to hook up. We'll just have a bit more room in between. So that should be what we need to get this going. There we are. And let's grab ourselves our inserters we needed. You'll go out, you'll go out, you will go in, and you'll go in. So that works. I'm guessing if we have to do 5, we'll only be able to do it on, what's it called? 1 line, we can't do double. Yeah, we'll try it next time if we can do that, but I think 5 will be what we need to do then. So now that we have this going in and out, it should be a simple matter of just requesting it. As soon as we hook up a bit of power to it. Go there and there. That we can't power. Oh, but it fits in between because we're that far up. Let's do it in between, that's just lucky that it fits. Of course, we'll have to worry about this when we design the next one. Don't go too close to the side. We should probably place this right in the middle. Or we could just remove some of these solar panels. But it looks cool, we have them. And they generate quite a bit of power. So let's try this. Local supply, remote supply, exactly. Like one to storage, 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 and storage. Local demand, demand, and demand. So that's going to be enough. That's going to create quite a few energy exchanges for us. We have a nice surplus of things. Might want to max this one out so we actually have a full chest. Oh, fuel tower. So let's see if we can't get some of these made. So we can actually steal it. Hopefully steel is on its way as well. It is. That is looking quite good. There we are. So that is a ton of energy exchanges that we can take to another planet and start to fill up the things we need. Let's get some outputs. If they're starting to throw them out, there we are. We're filling it fast enough as long as the resources go in. And as simple as that, we now have these being supplied to the network. Just need a bit of power in the tower. Got a power tower. Does that look good? That looks kind of cool. We'll do that for now. It connects up to our solar panels anyway. So that is very, very nice. So now this one is sorted. That gives us what we need. Let's just get the rest. Now we have 10. That means we can set up 5 on a new planet and we can set 5 up here on the old one. And since we're going to go with solar for now, while our Dyson Sphere is being built, let's go to the one right here. and fill it with a bit more solar and hook up our design for energy exchanges. Because as soon as that is hooked up, we can start to demand things for this setup over here that we have to demand. Should probably make it interstellar instead, so we can actually get the things in correctly from different planets. Or just ship it in. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll figure that out in a second. So do we have what we need? Probably a few more belts would be good. So we actually have that with us. So let's see here. Ooh, let's take some of you. You can also stack a bit higher. For now. Yeah. And that should be fine. So let's go to the lava planet and set up our new power system. Let's see, where is it at? Where's the sun? Over here. So it's right there. And look at the Dyson Sphere. Oh, it looks brilliant. That is exactly. Wait out and look, we're starting to get the first beam up this way for the nodes up in on the side of it. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens when all of this gets filled in. What's gonna be in the empty area. See your logistic vessel? I am way faster than you. So here we are. Let's see the grid lines. I want to go to either the North or the South Pole and set this up. And what if we just... Oh, that's a lot of lava up here. So what if we just fill in the solar panels here? I'll go into God mode again. It is a bit faster to do. Thank you. And then we'll fill in all of you with solar. Seems to be a nice place to just get all of this sorted. And then we have a nice area that we can hopefully set it up in. Let's see, that is looking good. Well, that's not enough area, is it? Place a tower here, how much room does that give us? Might be enough. Let's just do a test. 1, 2, 3. We start here. As a start, we could also just start here and then we'll all start right on the line. So we always have it built in these lines, and then those will be the starting points for the towers. Why don't we try that instead? So it'll be somewhere in here. Because that way we'll always have the room we need. Let's see you. You stay in here somewhere. Wait, did I place that wrong? That is completely wrong, isn't it? Wow, that's a mess. Please remove these and let's let's get that down in the correct place. That was quite bad. That's not all the correct place. Let's see. Grid line goes there. It goes here instead. Here's 1, 2, 3 spots. Is that enough to fit in one of these? Let's see if we have it going in and out. 1, 2, 3, so stay right in the middle, pretty much. So what if we do it here? Will that work? Because then we'll have belts going in this way. Up, and then we'll go out the other way, back again. Yeah, I think that might work. I think that'll look rather good. Let's test this. 1, 2, 3, you'll be right here in the middle. In a new way to build this. Here, maybe? And it also could be used in a different cell if it's not being used for everything and just taken from that one. So you can go away and solar will be... Is this the correct place then? It has to be on that one. See him up here. Then we'll see if we have enough room or if I have to move it a bit in between these. It doesn't give us a lot of room, does it? But it seems like it will be enough for what I'm trying to build. Oh, that looks incredibly crooked. But it looks fine. Those are the same. This one is wrong. That is the same. So yeah. This is what we're going to go with. Let's see how many can we fit in of exchanges. That seems somewhat in the middle. What if we just start right here? Let's see how many we can fit in. Four. We're able to fit in 6 this way. Then we'll have the outputs. So all of you will set to charge. Because we should have some surplus here. Yeah, we have a ton of surplus. And can we copy this setting? Mode copied. Yeah, look at that. Please open that. That'll be set to charge. And then we'll just have to request in the items we need. Let's see. Let's get out of this guard mode. There we are. So, belts. You'll go from here out, and then we'll go down this way. All the way to the end. We have 2 spots, that's enough. Right here, and then we'll go in. This one wrong. Well, that's moved one's place wrong, so it has to be right there instead. That looks better. Okay. Oh yeah, we need splitters to do this. Unless we can just go straight through it. Are we able to do that? Let's test that. That is kind of what I'm hoping now. Let's get you away. So what if I just take over here? Take you from here into that spot. Slot number 1. I want that to... Let's not do slot number 1. I want to use that for filled, just to keep it good. So you'll be filled accumulators. Let's see where you're at. You are... I complete as on the buildings. Ah, there. Accumulator full. Then we'll have normal accumulators empty going in. Just take 1,000 at a time. 2,000 and 2,000. I think that's quite good to have. So we'll have remote demand. Then they're already getting here because we have some in storage, so that's perfect. That'll go in. That will make them fill these. Of course, now I just hope that it works this way. I can just go through to here. And then the output, on the other hand, we want over here to go all the way to the end and in. Then we should be able to hook these up a bit easier. Because this we have done many times. That looks better. So let's see, where are our little... There they are. They're landing. They are outputting those. That means you will take number 2. Well, that's not a lot of room here to get the... That is actually a bit annoying how hard it is to get if you're too close to it. I'm just messing up badly. There we are. Please take those out. Let's see. That's charging. Ooh, it's... Okay, it's only outputting the charge that way, so we can't do it this way. So we need to have splitters in. Good to know. So please take you out. Because that is most definitely not gonna work the way I want it to. It's just going through all of these. And that's a bit silly. So can we set up splitters here? Oh yes, there's enough room. That is perfect. This is of course completely planned, as everything is in this base. And this will work, what we did before then. So instead of here, I want to go out the back into this one. Then we're able to get a ton of charged accumulators, and then we can start to fill up. Then again, we don't need a splitter here, but in case we expand this out further, it's nice having it set up already. If this is not gonna make it fast enough. You'll go in. The things in between here get deleted. Let's see, you can go away and you can go away. So now we should be able to just start this. And if you get enough solar panels here, we'll be able to get quite a bit of power charge. So please output accumulators there. And let's see what happens now. Ooh, look at that. That is looking very nice. Let's just, how's the power looking? Consumption demands. Is that because that's what we're demanding, and the rest is just taking whatever surplus there is and using that for charge? So charge can go up and down, how fast we charge, depending on how much energy we have available. Is that the way to work? Just want to see. The power conversion facility can not only store the surplus energy in the power grid into an surplus electric energy. So it's pretty much just a massive accumulator. It is pretty much, a massive accumulator that we can send all over the world. So let's give you, do you need drones? You probably need the other drones as well. So we'll have to go and grab those at some point. But at least for now, we are making them. Remote supply. Kind of want to get some in this one. So we might have to go back and get some. But what do you guys think about this setup? For now at least, how many does these need? 20? I'll just steal these for now. Take them back with us. All of you can just kind of stay there. And then now we have a nice place where all the energy gets stored, and we can send it all around the universe in case we need to set up a new planet somewhere. We just request in the accumulators, take one energy exchange or a few energy exchanges with us, and this will power everything. So filling this with solar panels would be quite good in terms of generating free power. Yeah, that is quite good. But I won't do that on screen. I'll maybe do it in between, just filling all of these. Probably need space warpers as well. We have space for it, so let's just get them in. Only 100 though. Remote demands. Oh, wonder if... No, then this can local supply. In case we have something that needs it. Can't remember if we have that, but yeah, this is good. So I'll leave the rest just to test it out. So, whoa, look at that. Yeah, we're building that part, perfect. So back to our home world, and let's set up a few things. Let's go full speed ahead. Luckily we have more than enough power to do this. Then we're gonna fill you with the orbital collectors so we can actually get more hydrogen and deuterium, since that is quite bad at the moment. Look at that. Deuterium, nothing. Oh, are we even requesting hydrogen from the orbital ones? We should be. I think we are everywhere, so that we'll look at. So let's see, up here at the north, we'll have to set up some things. And we really need to change this to something else probably. Right now it's quite bad this way, but there we are. You can take those. And just make it. So that is orbital collectors. Let's just upgrade these a bit. And upgrade you. To make them a bit faster, and you'll go into a chest. Of course, we will fix this at some point in the future as well. Might do it in between episodes. You don't have to watch me fix this mess I made here. There we go. That'll be orbital collectors, and they will go and place a lot of those on the planets. Should we fix this the same way we did this to hook it up? We can do each one in one of these grids. Might not be a bad place to do it. We also need to have power unloading somewhere in case we want to have that going. I do wonder if these understand that to only output power if the grid needs the power. Could be a fun thing to test. So let's just try and set it up. Should we do it on these lines as we did on the other planets? Might not be too bad. And we had 3 spots there, so it's pretty much this one we filled in with it. So I kind of want to try that. Okay, let's see if we do this. Yeah, then we'll check the unloading. We'll request some back, and then it'll unload in case we need it. And the rest will just kind of get outputted. So take you away. Add in 1 orbital thingamajig. I think right here. Or maybe move it up. Oh, this should probably be fine. Then we'll go out this way. Let's see. Let's test that. Will that work as an input-output? You'll be set to discharge. Then as soon as we have these, this should discharge if there's not enough. So you'll output empty. You'll have a remote demand. Grid Smart also, not just a remote, remote supply. There's no need for you to demand anything. But you will demand these. Just get, let's say you want 500 new, and you will have remote demands and local supply to get them flown in. Then we'll have to check, can we fit in all the things we needed? That being this one. Seems good. So let's do 4 first. I think that's what we have enough for. I won't have room for 3 until we landfill in a bit more, but I think this will be fine. And give us 100 megajoules in case of emergency power needs. And you can go in that way. With an output, and that's fine. And over here, in. Let's go this way, please. Oh, this is going to be such a good power system. So let's see, outputs full accumulators. It's going to be used here to discharge in these, and the rest will go in back here, sent off world to be used somewhere else. So now the only thing we need to test is, can this one request from a different planet? Can't fit in between, can it? So we can put it, say right, that'll be fine. So you're getting power. Now I just need to get some logistic drones to hook it up. And then we'll see if we have enough to pick it up. What's on the other planets. Not quite sure we do. But we'll see. So I'm looking for these. That looks very good. Sorry about the binging in the background. Somebody's messaging me. Let's see here. That is fine. Accumulators are producing, but very slowly. I might want to remove this chest now. Let's just get you turned around so you actually output instead. Actually get you emptied out. There we are. And you're just lacking, ooh, iron. Seriously? Oh wait, okay. That's why. What a silly thing to request in small amounts. Yeah, that should increase these a bit, and let's just do that. That is pretty much a 4-time increase plus more input. And here's some drones for you as well. And that. So we'll leave that to do its thing. That will give us more and more things. Now to go and see if we can get a new power system working. I think that will be optimal. So if you add you in, hopefully you'll start to request some. Yeah, look at that. Ooh, we have a lot in storage. So now we have accumulators full going in this way. They'll discharge if we need the power. For example, right now we add a surplus. So nothing will hopefully be outputted. That is what I'm hoping. God, what a popular guy I am. I wish people would stop texting me in the middle of this recording. Oh well. So let's see, when will they land? Look at that, that's iron flying in from different planets. I just want my accumulators in now. So we actually have the capacity to go up a bit higher than this. Does it have an idle power consumption? Was nothing to have it. So that's actually free just using these. So time to watch it in action. I hope it's not gonna output anything. Or we can test it by just increasing how much power all this have if you want to try it out. Wait, it's going below. So come on, little drones, where are you at? Can I see you on the map? Maybe these right here. Look like they're going for this area. So time for the grand test. If this is working. Oh, you are slow at delivering, ain't you? Oh. No? Okay, it's just... Wow, they are slow. Where you at, guys? To these then. Okay, we're just not getting any. Well, we'll get them at some point, then we'll look at this. Let's just place down a few more solar panels to finish out our new design here, because we do want to generate more and more power. And I should probably fill in the entire planet with these to mark out where we can build. I think that would be the best. Ooh, what's that? Was that them? Oh, there we are. Good. So let's see. You're discharged because we're missing things, or you're just discharging because you can. Seems it's just discharging because it can, and it lowers power 100. Might just be its consumption of generation is very low. Let's just test one thing. Let's disconnect you. How will this look? Because like then the generation is going up. Does that mean these are going down in how much they are producing? Kind of want to get to a point where the generation is high enough that the generation is right here. Consumption is there. I'm guessing generation is lower from the solar because we actually have these. I wish there was some way to manage this. So it does seem like it's not a good thing to do on your main planets unless you just want it to loop. And if it is free power, it's not really that big a deal. But yeah, not sure. Do comment if I'm missing something in regards to these. If there's some way of controlling them better. Because right now I think, yeah, they're just taking away from the generation capacity. these could in theory generate more. Let's see if it jumps up when this one falls down. That's the way it works. If that just jumps massively in a second, then we know. Please turn off. That's the last one. That's flickering because now the satisfaction is not there. But generation was the same. Let's try you again and see if the generation falls down. It's about 400 now. It is still 400, but you are discharging as fast as you can. Oh well. Not quite sure what I think about this or how we should solve it. Well, do comments. I'll look at it in between episodes. I think this is what I wanted to get done in today's episode. So in the next one, or maybe in between episodes, I'll just place down these on a neighboring planet or the gas giant, so we get things going. Might maybe just let this run to generate some power. But yeah. But one last thing we can test. What if I place in some accumulators, just these on the ground? How that affect our charge? Because this, we have some of these. Okay, let's test. Does that do anything in terms of this? No, it just shows us that we have more room, but we are still discharging as much as before. Yeah, so these goes first, then these, and then the power goes down. Okay, good to know. This I'll work around and figure out a good design for. But yeah, I'll end the episode here. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Do comment about our new power generation setup. I think it'll work wonders, and it is looking rather nice. Just wish that it would let... Oh, well, the reason why it's going is probably because if we have hydrogen or some kind of fuel powering in, it'll rather be this one running. Oh, well, that's why I want circuit logistics at some point, so we can micromanage things as that. But that's me rambling about future plans. So as I said, thank you so much for watching, guys. Do remember to like and subscribe. And come join us in Discord. We are always having a blast there. And with that, I will see you in the next episode. Bye, guys.